Okie dokie. That's better. Let there be some light. There we go. Alright. Let me scoot over a little bit. Okay. Hopefully don't spill my drink. Put the lid on it. Okay. So, howdy, howdy, howdy. Happy to be here and happy you're here with me. And if you're new here and enjoy this type of content, I do hope you'll subscribe. My name is Heather. This is Southern Gals Crochet. Hi. So today, first I want to get out, I do apologize for not having a video on Tuesday. Let's just be honest. I had been zoning out so much. I don't know maybe it's the winter blues. I don't know. It feels very summery here. It's like 80 something degrees today and turned the air conditioners on. So yeah, there's that. I don't know. But I sat there on my bed, crocheting, watching TV all day, thinking it was Monday. And I was thinking in my head, what am I going to do for a video tomorrow? Trying to figure out what I was going to do for a video because I didn't really have much to do. I didn't have an aftermarket video. I don't have a market for another 2 more weeks, you know. So I was like just sitting there crocheting, trying to think what I'm going to do tomorrow. And I went to my computer and I every evening I type in what I've done for that day, what I got accomplished, and that's when I realized, oh my God, it's been Tuesday all day long. So, and then I was like, well, maybe I can squeeze in a video on Wednesday. And no, Wednesday was going and seeing Mom and delivering a custom order. So I was like, okay, we'll just wait till Friday. I'm just gonna have to say I'm sorry. Life just happens. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Just move on. But I did get in my opinion, I got quite a bit accomplished. It's actually 26 items, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different items. Multiples of. Hold on, my hair's falling. Okay. So we're going to shuffle things around on my table because we're going to talk about this later. Alright, so Monday I got a yarn order in, and we'll get to that in a little bit. I'll do the yarn haul later. But as soon as I got the yarn in, I knew exactly what I was going to do with it, and so this is what I got done. Look at that. This is the Big Twist Fluff in Rainforest, I believe, and this is the yellow. I don't remember what the name of it is, but I'll have to tell you a couple of things about this. This is Reggi the Frog. He is an awesome pattern, very easy to work up once you figure out how to do these 2 rounds right here. Those 2 rounds can be tricky, but I use a lot of stitch markers. So stitch markers are your friend. But this yarn, it's new. I don't know. I've heard some people say that it's not new, but these are new colors. So that's something to think about. So while I was working it, I was like, okay, this is kind of a little bit thick. So as I was working it up, I was using a 6.5 millimeter hook, and I was thinking to myself, I probably maybe could have gone up to a 7, but I don't normally use a 7 on anything, so I just went ahead and did it in a 6.5, but it works up nice and tight, beautiful stitches. It is just a tiny bit thicker than, let's say, your soft burnout. It kind of, it's soft, but it's thicker, kind of like an old burnout. One thing to remember if you're using that yarn is that it does shred, like just like that. It does shed, and it was impossible to do for me, it was impossible to do a magic circle without a starter piece. A starter piece for me is just a acrylic piece of yarn that I use to make the magic ring, and then I attach the yarn I'm going to be working with around that acrylic piece. So anyway, that was interesting, but yeah, it's definitely a bit thicker, but the yellow works up smaller. You can feel right away that the green is thicker than the yellow. So if you can see, I don't know if you can see, the stitches on my yellow kind of look almost like they have a little bit of a hole. Little bit. Not too bad, but still enough to, I don't like it. But I'm not sure if you could like go down a hook size while doing the thinner yarn, how it would distort Reggi. I'm not sure. But that's just something to think about when you're mixing the colors, because the colors are not the same thickness. So I just wanted to put that out there because I did enjoy working with it, but I did not enjoy how much difference it is in colors, the thickness. So there's that. Okay, so what's next? Let's just go ahead, and I went ahead and made another pig. This is the pattern by Crochet by Genna, and she has 3 different versions of this pig in her pattern. Just an all pink, or a pink and gray, or a white with spots. I'm not too keen on color changes in the middle of what I'm doing. I don't mind color changes in the round, but color changes like patches or something like that, I don't like that. I just can't seem to get them to look pretty, and it drives me crazy. So this is my preferred pig out of that pattern, and I did shorten the legs by 2 rounds, and I really like how it looks now. I think it is really proportionate. But yeah, hubby's like, God, look at those ears. They are adorable. I think they are. Okay, so we're done with that one. And I got on a bee kick. So I was trying to go through those two. I knew immediately I wanted to get done. I wanted the frog and I wanted the pig. I wanted to try out the shorter legs for the pig. And then I got to looking at my bestsellers from my last market. And so one of the bestsellers on my last market was these little tiny bees. I think I spent probably, like, I am a slow crocheter, I'm going to tell you. So I probably spent about an hour for 2 bees. Maybe. Or maybe it was an hour for 3 bees. Probably an hour for 3 bees. Anyway, it took me quite a few hours just to do this little bucket of bees. I think there's 9 of them in there. And I sold 8 of them at my last market, so I wanted to make sure I had some more of these. And I totally forgot to put their little eyes. You think they'll notice? I don't know. Anyway, but I wanted to make sure I had a bunch of those because they were very popular last market. And that is a free pattern on Instagram. I can't for the life of me remember the girl's name. I'll put it across here for you and in the description. So then I was like, well, I still have a couple of hours left before the end of the evening, like 5 more hours. So I got 2 large, oh, you have no mouth. Oh no. Well, I really messed up big time. No mouth, no eyes. Boy, I gotta go back and do some regular maintenance. So I got 2 more bees done that night and then another bee the next morning. So I got my bees done. How slow of a crocheter am I? Okay, I've been sitting crocheting and watching YouTube, right? And I'm watching Crochet by Tasha. I think it's by or with Tasha, and she's from Maine, and or she's living in Maine. I don't know exactly where she's from, but anyway, she's showing this big dragon body, right? And she goes, I had just taken a sip of my drink, right? And I'm like this, I'm drinking, and she goes, this took me a long time, like an hour and a half. Girl's trying to kill me. I busted out laughing while I was drinking. I'm sorry, but that would have took me at least 3, maybe 4 hours. I mean, oh, man. Yeah. An hour and a half. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Girl. You crochet that fast, you ain't got no problems. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that really got me. I was laughing. I was cackling. I was choking. Bill's like, what is going on over there? Oh gosh. She almost got me good. Anyway. So then I was like, okay, I need to get some Yodas done. Baby aliens. That's what they're actually called. Baby aliens from Crochet with Bay. And so I got me a basket full of baby aliens. I have 6 of them. And I altered the pattern just slightly. She has you go back and do a surface crochet on the rim right here, and I just go around doing a single crochet front loops only, and then go back around and do a single crochet back loops only, right? Yeah, front loops and then back loops, because you're working upside down. So yeah, that's all I do. I don't go back around. I just don't go back and do anything and other than sew on the ears. So there's that. And let me tell you something. This yarn right here is Honey Bunny. This one right here is Parfait Chunky Pom Pom, but this one is Honey Bunny number 14. I went on to Hobie's website to look at yarn to like order some of this and another color, and I was like, goodness, seriously. Their yarn, which of course is exactly the same size as Parfait Chunky, except for it doesn't get, it doesn't separate as much as Parfait Chunky does. But they now want $12 a skein, whereas on Parfait Chunky it's $5 a skein. $12 a skein. I was like, maybe later when I can buy a large supply of something. I don't know. Because even if you buy 8 of them, you know, a bulk pack of 8, it only drops the price down to $8. It's like, that is pretty high. Pretty high. So, just a warning. I was thinking, well, maybe I could, you know, switch over to Parfait Chunky if I have to, because most of my favorite yarns are from Hobie. I like Toucan. I like Honey Bunny, and I also like Baby Snuggle, but not so much Baby Snuggle as, you know, as much as the others, but still. No, Parfait Chunky does not have the color selection. Like, I'll show you in a little bit, but the color selection is not nearly as good. Okay, so this next pattern is kind of new, but I altered it. It's a new to me pattern, but I altered it so much that it doesn't even look like the original pattern. God, I should have brought a piece of paper in here with all of my information on it, because I don't have it. I'll put it across the screen and down below who the pattern is from. But here is my little version of it. In the original pattern, the ball, this is supposed to be a ball. And I was like, no, I just want it to be one piece. And I really liked the shape that she gave, but I also changed that. I changed a lot about it. I went bigger in the round. About the only thing that's still basically the same is the back and forth right here. That's basically the only thing that's the same. I altered it a lot. But then I added these little arms and legs, which is just a chain 4 stitch. You know, just chain 4 and slip stitch into the first and then tie it in. And that was it. But I loved it, and I was like very satisfied with my end result, and so I made 4 of them. And of course, placing the eyes was a little bit of an adjustment. I wasn't sure if I had the placement of the eyes just right. So that one's a little wider. That one's a little skinnier. A little skinnier. Yeah, I think I settled on the skinny, you know, closer together eyes. But it took me a while to get there. So that was that. And then I also did a custom order. The custom order was for a horse head lovey. Now, when I say lovey, I mean blanket lovey, not a snuggler that is empty on the inside. So, I say that because I have seen them listed both ways. And, you know, back in my day, they were called loveys. They were a blanket underneath the head of whatever you're making. So, that's all I know. It's back in the old days. So I made that, and I have already delivered it. So I am going to put up some pictures so you can enjoy just how beautiful it came out, because I was impressed with myself. And this is also a partial new to me pattern. I did the blanket all, you know, just out of my head. But I did the horse head out of a pattern, an acrylic pattern of Theresa's crochet shop. And so I will put that up here as well, and you can enjoy. Okay, so after that was done, I was like, you know, I'm really itching to do a big project. And I have been thinking about this for a while. I don't, maybe you know, maybe you don't. I have a lot of acrylic yarn patterns. You may know that. But if you're new, I have a lot of acrylic yarn patterns. So I was like, I really want to do my cow, but in plusher yarn. But I don't want it to be gigantic, you know, which of course, most of the time, if you change the yarn, it's going to be very big. So, here's what I wanted to do a comparison. So, here is my walrus, right? He's in acrylic yarn. He's old. He's been with me for a while. He's a little fuzzy on top. But the base of his body is a tube. And it is in 6s, not 8s. It's in 6s. And it is 60 stitches around. But it is 25 rounds long. And so that's a pretty good size for an acrylic item, you know. Not bad. And so I was like, I wonder what that will be in Just Chanel. Now, I can't remember if I did just one strand or two. I'm going to say one strand of Just Chanel. Let's see the comparison, shall we? Alright, so that is just about a good comparison. They're just about head to head. I mean, that's a pretty good size difference. I was like, oh, I don't really want it to be that big. I mean, it makes it more tubular than, I mean, it is tubular, but when you do it in acrylic yarn, it's really not that bad. But this is really long. Like, I don't know about that. I was going to make a log dog. That's my pattern, log dog. He's been around a long time. And, so anyway, I was going to make a log dog, and I was like, boy, that is just really long. So, in comparison, I wanted to do something in more modern yarns. And so I chose baby, what did I choose? Hold on. Brain went dead. Processing. Baby bear. Thank you. Woo! So, I decided I wanted to do my Benita cow. That's Benita. 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 And I wanted to do her in plush yarn. So here is my Benita cow in baby bear. No, not baby bear. I am totally going brain dead. This is all in Honey Bunny. Oh my gosh. Wow. What? I don't know if you saw, but there was like sparks coming out of my head, you know. Gee whiz. The gears were grinding. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's a Honey Bunny. This is Honey Bunny. All of the yarns I used on this is Honey Bunny. So there is the pink is Honey Bunny, and white and brown, and this is beige. The color is actually called beige. And I only had one skein of it, and I was like, oh my god, I'm going to run out, you know. I ended up with just a little bitty ball left. And maybe enough for, like, a couple of legs, and that's it. But anyway, this is Benita. Say hi. She's, like, having her re-debut. I did alter my own pattern because I didn't want it to come out extra large. So, like, I'm going to put Benita up to, so, like, again, here is the size of acrylic. And here is the size of Benita. And I altered this down. I didn't go the full 60. I stopped it at 56 in the round. And I only did 20 in the body instead of 25. I was trying to keep the measurements about the same. So, like the measurements on this acrylic is 5 rows equal an inch. But in the Honey Bunny, 4 rows equal an inch. So I was really struggling to keep the proportions proper. The ears I did not alter, so they do kind of, in my opinion, look a little bit big. I'll go ahead and throw up a picture of the original Benita cow in acrylic, and you can be your own judge on whether or not. I went with bigger eyes, I shortened the legs, I shortened the tail, I went a little free hand on the spots. I didn't actually go by the pattern on the spots. Shortened the horns, you know, just I shortened the muzzle by half a round. Yeah, that's about it. But yeah, so cute. I don't know if I want to sell her. I mean, I really don't. When I first made all of my, I call them sweetums. When I first made all of my sweetums, I didn't want to get rid of them. I wanted to keep them all. But I think I'm going to go down the path of trying to rework all of my sweetums in a more modern yarn. Because, you know, they're just so cute. I love her. I love her. She's adorable. Okay, so I got Benita done. That was like this morning, sewing on her patches, and there is she is sew, you know, sew this, sew that, sew everything. That the only thing you could probably get away with is the tail. You could probably sew that in the round, but all the rest of it is sew it. I tried to think about how I could put the, you just have to sew. So, I have no problem with sewing. I mean, I enjoy it. I love watching it come together. But, of course, if you're on a time crunch, you might not want to try Benita. But if you just want to go for it and have some fun, she's a gorgeous baby. I put some green eyes on her. And those gorgeous. 20 millimeters. She's pretty. I made those myself. I'm not sure if I got it all the way to the edge or not, because, you know, the resin kind of shrinks. But you can't tell. She still looks good, I think. Alright. So, let's move on. Move on. Okay, so now we're going to switch over and transition to the yarn haul. Okay, so my hair keeps falling and I am very dissatisfied with this hair clip. Alright, so let's see here. Let's do my premiere yarn that came today. So I did get another 3-pack of toffee Parfait Chunky, and I left that out there. And I also picked up some of this beautiful green. I'm sure if you have watched any of Robin's videos, you've seen this. This is Parfait Chunky in pistachio. Oh my god, it's so pretty. It's like a spring green color. I still have old-fashioned names of yarns in my head from acrylic days. So yeah, this looks like a spring green color. Love it. And I also picked up some cones of new colors of the Just Chanel. Let's see. Let's get the plastic off of it and we'll show it better. I'll put it back on in a minute. So this is like, it says peach, but it's kind of more like a beige, I don't know, like a skin tone color. I can't, that's what it looks like. It looks like a skin tone color. Maybe not my pink skin, but somebody else. Very light skin color. I really was interested in seeing what the peach was because I have pretty much all of the colors, but these are new. These are new colors. And look at that chocolate. Is that what it says it is? No, it says brownie. It says brownie. What's this one say? Peach. Brownie. Oh my god, it is so chocolatey. I love that. I really, really, really I can think of things I want to make with the chocolate. I love Just Chanel, but I love the feel of it, but I don't necessarily like to work with it unless it's double-stranded. That's just my preference. Lots of people find it just fine. I think it's just too thin and causes me to use a smaller hook, which hurts my hands. And so I really love double-stranding the Just Chanel yarns. And of course the cones were on sale for $20 instead of $25. So that's down to $1 a skein again, because it's 20 skeins of the little skeins you get at the Dollar Tree. So I love that. And this, I was so excited to get this. So excited when I saw it because they have been needing this color for so long. Look, a red, a beautiful, beautiful red, cherry red. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's a little, on camera it looks like it's a good cherry color red. In person though, it kind of looks a little more on like a orange, like a fiery orange. Like it's got a little bit more of a tint of an orange to it. But I love the color. I'm not complaining. I'm not. I think it's gorgeous. It is just gorgeous. I just wanted to be real about what it looks like in person versus what it looks like on the camera. In person it has a lighter red. But I'm pretty sure all worked up on something. It's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be gorgeous. I love it. You never can fail to get a good red, I swear. Like, so many times I want to use a red and the red colors are either too dark or too light, or, you know, it's just always a struggle to get a really good good red. And I like that. I think that's going to be perfect. So, I was really excited to get this order today. Hubby got his birthday present today, and he's been tracking it, like, when's it going to be here? When's it going to be here? So, he's a happy camper. It's about a week late, but still, he's very happy. But he saw that truck out there and was so disappointed it was my yarn and not his present. Poor guy. Okay, so I'm going to move these, and we're going to move on to my Michael's order. Ooh. Okay, and this is just, scrumptious colors. And I have fluff everywhere. I moved this table when I'm done filming and put it back up against the wall, you know. And then when I come to film, I move it back. Well, I also have like a footstool right there in front of my bed, like right here. And so I move that under my bed when I am filming. And I moved it, and I was like, oh my God, look at all that fluff. So I had to stop, I had to clean. I was just, all that fluff got somehow waved up under that footstool. It was awful. Okay. So, let's get to my Michael's order. Get this hook out of the way. It's gonna end up rolling off the table. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Do, 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 do. Okay. And there's the new yarn. And the new yarn. Oh, goodness. Alright. Let's see here. I already got into this one. This is the one I already got into. This is the Big Twist Fluff. And, yeah, it's pretty thick. But compared to all the rest of them, this is the yellow. And this is the green. I don't know. You probably can't tell, but maybe you can. The yellow is definitely skinnier, and you can feel the difference almost immediately. It feels like the other colors. This is, let's see. What color is this? Where do they hide the color? Oh, yeah, right here. Cashmere Rose. It feels like the other colors are about the same consistency as the yellow. The yellow is Pineapple Slice. And the blue is Windsurfer. Oh, it's really pretty. Really pretty. And then there is this orange Canyon Sunset. But the orange actually does feel almost the same as the green. Maybe even slightly. No, it feels about the same. About the same. I was going to say maybe even a little bit thicker, but I don't know. But it's about the same. So the softer colors, you know, the pink and the blue and the yellow, feel pretty thin compared to the darker colors. This one is black. Moonless Night. And yeah, the brown feels pretty consistent with the green as well. And this is Mojave Desert. So in my opinion, the darker colors are a little bit thicker than the lighter colors, with the exception of the orange. So that was that. I was so eager to get those. Those came on Monday, and what I have here on my desk came on Tuesday. Because I was like, oh, after I had already purchased those, I was like, dang, I needed some of these other things as well. So, then you know how that goes, right? Alright, and then I got some of the Baby Bear. Now, I have to tell you, the new Baby Bear by Michaels is definitely different than the old Baby Bear from Joann's. I am very much in love with the new one. But I have to tell you, the Baby Bear is becoming quite my favorite over Posh, dare I say. Posh. I love Posh, but this new Baby Bear really does feel wonderful. And I love how it works out. So this color is, where'd you hide your color at? Baby Bella. It's a very good sandy color. This color is, I have some of this already. I have some of this too. But this, where'd you hide it? There it is. Sage. This is what I used on that baby lovey, the horse lovey. Now, one of the reasons why I purchased this batch was because of this one right here. This one, when you look at the listing on the website, they're using pictures from Joann's, you know, of the other colors. So when I looked at the website and I looked at this color, it also had a picture of the wisteria listed as well. And I was like, well, it'll be interesting to see what comes, you know. And they had that going on with several of the other colors. The old picture and the new picture. So you don't know what you're going to get. So I was really, really happy with what they sent. And this is called Blue Whale. Now this would have been perfect, the absolute perfect color for that horse lovey to match up with that invitation that they had sent me to match colors. This would have been the absolute perfect color, but she was very, very happy with what my end result, so I'm glad about that. But this is gorgeous. This is the gorgeous country blue color. Love it. And then we have a darker green, which is called Pea Pod. A very olive green color. Very nice. Love that. I was really liking the new colors. And the texture is so much different than the old Baby Bear. So much different. Okay, and then I also have another skein of this somewhere. I have so much yarn. Hubby is like losing his mind. He's like, you're gonna need another house for all this yarn. It's probably true. Okay, this yarn is Dandelion. I'm pretty positive I have another one of these floating around somewhere. But I love it. It's a gorgeous gold color. Love it. It's kind of a gold, a more yellow gold than a dark gold. But yeah, pretty, pretty. Gotta love these new colors and the feel. Oh my gosh, the feel is amazing. And this one surprised me. So, it is called Clay. And I thought for sure it was going to be just the regular brown, the old brown that Baby Bear had. And this color is amazing. It's a reddish brown, like almost a teddy bear, but a little more red, like a terracotta color. But yeah, very, very, very nice color. I love that. I mean, that can be used for so many things. And I use a 5mm hook with all of my Baby Bear. It works out pretty nice, 5mm. I hardly ever go down to a G hook. The only time I really go down to a G hook is, you know, like surface crocheting something that's I want to be a little thinner than the original yarn. But anyway, the next one I wanted to talk about. So, mystical yarn. I have one skein. I've never used it. It is extremely soft to the touch, but I have not used it yet. I picked this up when Joann's was going out of business, and so I have this one. This is the one I have. Alright. This is the new one that I purchased. Just came a couple of days ago. Can you tell the difference? Hubby, who is colorblind, could tell the difference right away. They're not the same. I mean, they are the same, but they're not the same. The color dye lot, I guess. Do they even have dye lots? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. This one was July of 24, and this one was May of 25. So this is the old one, and this is the new one. It's a little bit different there. So, yeah, I was like, okay, well, just make sure you don't do an extra large project, because that is noticeable. I mean, even colorblind hubby noticed right away those were not the same. So, there you go. There's all my lovely yarn. The only thing I didn't show you was the toffee, and I did get another cone of white and another cone of black. Basics. Got to have the basics. But there you go. I have to admit, I really love the new colors and feel of Baby Bear. Gotta love it. Alright, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope I didn't bore you too much. And I do appreciate you hanging out with me all the way to the end. And I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.